In the quiet before dawn, ancient capitals stir. A mist hangs heavy over gilded rooftops and sprawling markets. On the horizon, a new sun rises, but its light carries the shadow of foreign flags. History often celebrates the conqueror, the one who plants their banner on foreign soil. But there are other stories, whispered on the wind and carried in the rhythm of the drum. This is the story of those who refuse to kneel. Imagine warriors standing in silent formation, their spears glinting in the morning light. They hear the drums, a slow, steady beat, like the final heartbeat of a kingdom. Their kings stand before them, not as desperate men, but as guardians of a legacy. These are rulers who looked upon the overwhelming might of an invading army and saw not an end, but a choice. A choice between a life in chains and a death in freedom. We remember the names of the victors, etched in the cold stone of monuments. But Africa remembers its defiant souls. Kings who, faced with the fall of their cities, chose to set them ablaze themselves. Palaces that had stood for centuries were offered to the flames, a final magnificent act of defiance. They preferred ashes and ruin to a future under a puppet master's hand. Skies turned red, reflecting the fires of a burning heritage, a sacrifice made so that their spirit would never be captured. Some rulers, with their families beside them, chose poison over the humiliation of surrender. A bitter cup drank in the throne room as enemy soldiers breached the gates. Their crowns fell not to a conqueror's hand, but to the dust of their own ancestral land. Others, when all was lost, simply vanished. They walked into the dense forests, into the mists of the mountains, becoming legends, their fates forever a mystery. They became stories told to children, immortal specters of resistance. The conquerors found empty thrones and silent citadels. They claimed the land, but they never truly captured its soul. From the shadows, the ancestral spirits watched, their gazes long and deep, witnessing the ultimate act of honor. They saw that true power is not in ruling over others, but in ruling oneself, even in death. History is written by the victors, they say, but memory is kept by the people. And in the heart of a continent, the memory of these kings endures. It asks us a question that echoes through the ages, a question that still haunts the quiet places of the world. What does freedom truly cost? When surrender is the only alternative,